Hi, I'm going to be showing you guys how to work out a word problem that we've been doing here in class. I'll be showing you the steps so that you guys can help your child at home. One of the first things I have the students do is when they read the word problem, we eliminate the numbers by saying the word sum so that they can just think of the word problem as a story. You can write the word sum on top so that they can block out the number. Naya has some toys in her box. Kobe gave her some more toys. Now she has some toys. How many did she start with? After we read it one time, I have the students read it again and act out what is happening in the story. We want to see if we can pick out if it's a part equals whole, or if it's a whole minus part equals part type of word problem. So now I'm going to read it again, and I'm going to try to pinpoint if I have my parts or if I have my whole. This time I will read it with the numbers. Naya has some toys in her box. Kobe gave her 560 more toys. Now she has 925 toys. How many did she start with? As I read this word problem, I can see that 925 is the total number of toys that Naya has. So that must be my whole. And 560 must be a part of what she has. The sum that we're looking for up here must be my missing part. So now I know I have a whole minus part equals part type of question. So now to solve, I do my foursquare. Here we have the answer statement, where I turn my question into a statement. How many did she start with? I'll put Naya started with blank toys. Now I work out my plan. I already did half of it because I already decided that I have a whole minus part equals part type of question. Now I'm going to build my bar model. I know my whole, 925. And I know that one of the parts is 560. What I don't know is this part here. That's the sum toys that she had in the beginning. So now I can see that I can make a number sentence, 925 minus 560 equals my blank. Now they should know that I'm minusing because this fits into this equation. I cannot add because these are the only two type of problems that we are able to solve for. So now I have my number sentence, so I can solve. I'm going to solve 925 minus 560. I'm going to do this using the expanded algorithm method. 900 plus 20 plus 5 to equal the 925. 500 plus 60 plus 0 to equal my 560. But remember, we are still subtracting. So now I start in my ones. 5 minus 0, I get 5. I'm okay with keeping a 5 there. That's okay. 20 minus 60, well, here we have a red alert. I can't. There's not enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to regroup my 900. This will now be 800, and 100 is going to go over to my tenths. So now this becomes 120. Now I have 120 minus 60. I tell the students that since I'm working with tens, if this is too much for them to do in their head, they can take away the zeros and have 12 minus 6. So 12 minus 6 is 6. But since I'm in my tens, I need to drop down my 0. So 120 minus 60 equals 60. Now here I have 800 minus 500, and that will equal 300. This is now in expanded form, which I need to turn back into standard. 365. Well, now I'm going to check my work. This time I'm going to use the pictorial model. This is where I draw out with base 10 blocks my numbers. So 900, 20, 25. And since I'm going to minus, since I'm going to subtract, I'm not going to draw my second set of numbers. Now I'm simply just going to X out how much I'm subtracting. So starting in my ones, I'm subtracting 0. So I just count how much I have, which is still 5. In my tens, I'm subtracting 60, but I don't have that. So I'm going to regroup this 100 to bring it over here. So now I have my 10 here to make this 100 plus a 2 here, and I need to take away 60. And I'm left with 6, which is 60. And then here I have 800, and I'm taking away 5. And I'm left with 300. Again, I am with expanded form here, so I turn it to standard. 300 plus 60 plus 5 equals 365. Do my answers match? Yes. That means I did my calculations right, and I can go back and fill in my blanks. 925 minus 560 equals 365. My missing number was 365. And Naya started with 365 toys. I hope this helps you guys solve problems at home. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know.